I want other families like mine to have the choice to support a loved one at home or in a nearby community group home. But IDD community services are in crisis due to insufficient funding at the state level.
Group homes are closing, no new ones are opening. The low reimbursement rates are causal since they provide the funding for direct care professionals, and it is a matter of quality of life for individuals with IDD.
I am here pleading with you to increase these direct care provider wages. What they do, what they risk for these vulnerable individuals is beyond most any profession I've seen. Most, if not all, of my son's care providers were working overtime, driving older cars, had families to provide for on a very meager wage.
So as a law enforcement officer, I worry about the safety of those with IDD and knowing that the direct care workers are paid significantly less than individuals in this position ever should.
But IDD providers need targeted funding to regain stability within the IDD system of care. This is more than just the base wage. This is funding in the daily rate to restore staffing ratios, the flexibility to fill the hardest shifts, the funding to pay for skyrocketing groceries, gasoline, and vehicle maintenance. Providers and staff members want to be compliant, but we're setting them up to fail.
One of our individuals that we serve in a group home that we have in San Antonio, we were able to get him placed into a part-time position working as a janitor and making $12 an hour. We're very excited for him. It was a big accomplishment for him based on his past history. But when our group home staff found out that he was making $12 an hour, they were pretty demoralized because that was making more than most of them were making.
That my son now wants to live. And that's due to the dedication of the staff who have shown him care. It breaks my heart to learn that passionate and caring members are forced to leave because they can earn more working at a fast food restaurant.
Not funding us properly is weakening and deteriorating the home and community-based services system. I closed one group home last year and have plans of closing another one by May.
My staff take me to doctor's appointments, shopping, and to my Special Olympic practices and competition. I would like the staff to be paid enough.
When staff leave, and we have long-term staff, and when they leave for financial consideration, our individuals ask us, did they leave because of us, because of me? I'll be good now if they'll just stay. That is heartbreaking. The real reason that they stayed so long was because of the individuals. But it just reached a point where financially they couldn't make it anymore for their family or for themselves.
Because of labor and regulatory difficulties, many community providers have had to close their doors. Without competitive wages, the program will be obsolete. And the support and services for people with IDD will go backwards.
It's unsustainable. When the legislature fails to do its duty, which this is a program that it created, y'all might get a nasty email, a nasty phone call, maybe someone come in here and chew on you a little bit. When we can't meet our obligations, we go to jail. So we're really at a crisis state. If the legislature does not want to fund these programs at a rate where we can hire and retain competitive and competent staff in the marketplace, we will start closing our group homes down.
My staff works hard and deserves to make enough money to pay their bills and take care of their families.
And for the awesome people we have who somehow are still working for this not adequate wage, they're going to leave us and go somewhere else, and they're too important to risk that.